conclusive proof. I thought this one was interesting. I kind of remember talking about this months ago when this happened. December 15th, 2024. Israel dropped a tactical nuclear bomb on Tartus, Syria. This was right after the whole mess in Syria started up. And let me play this and mute it here for you guys so you can see it. We talked about this when it happened, how huge it looks, at least from this video. Just a massive explosion. And of course they're bombing the ammo dump is what it was officially. So everybody thinks, okay, well, it's just the ammunition exploding too. That's why it's such a huge explosion. And I remember thinking at the time, I don't know, it seems awfully big to me. Well, according to this article here, radiation readings in and around Tartus, Syria, along with seismic recordings, prove conclusively that Israel dropped a 0.3 kiloton tactical nuclear bomb on an ammunition dump in Tartus, Syria on December 15, 2024. Then here's the video. News media coverage of the huge explosion reported that it was so large it registered a magnitude 3.0 earthquake on seismographs. It is those seismic readings that provide proof that the blast was nuclear, not simply on an ammo dump detonating secondarily to an explosive attack. In the graphic below, you can see that the seismic readout of various types of explosions. At the top right is the explosion in Tartus, Syria. Notice it is a synchronous explosion, not a delayed asynchronous explosion as seen in the bottom right seismogram for the ammo dump in Ukraine in 2023. The top seismogram from Tartus matches almost identically to the middle seismogram, which identified an underground nuclear blast in North Korea. Okay, so here's what we're talking here. Let's look at it in a little bit more detail. This looks like sound waves to me, so I'm very used to looking at things like this. So this one right here is the one that was an actual bomb that hit and it exploded an ammo dump. You can see the delayed explosion here. This is the massive explosion, but this is the original. This is the original hit, and then the ammo dump blows up here. So you got two big spikes and really almost a third one here after that. But if you look at these two, the Tartus one that we're talking about primarily is just the one large spike. There was no preceding smaller spike before it. And then that matches with what Hal's saying here with a known nuclear blast in North Korea, underground nuclear test. So that's kind of what they're showing here in the different seismograms. So anyway, I do think it's very interesting. There's more here to look at on this, but this scientist that went through all of this and proved it basically, you know, from what I can tell, it looks to be 100% legitimate that was a nuclear explosion. So now we've got Israel nuking people. Israel is nuking people. And no one seems to know or care. So this is the before and the after areas, I guess, from the Tartus naval base area that was exploded. So anyway, there's some pictures and different graphs and things like that on this pretty good article about all this. So yes, that's the important detail here is that yes, nukes are being used, even though they're quote tactical, which just means lower yield. But they are being used in the Middle East, and Israel was the first one to do it. True Nature says, Doug, why, in your opinion, has Syria become so taken over? Location, etc. I remember when that false chemical attack was done, it must have some serious value to go to that extent. Yeah, it's part of the Levant. Part of Israel, part of Syria is going to be part of the Greater Israel Project, which we've talked about before on this show. They want to expand the global footprint of Israel and make it larger. Part of that includes Syria. Now, whether or not it's, if Tartus is in there, I don't know. But yeah, it comes down to a land grab to some degree. They're wanting to expand the Greater Israel Project and the Levant in that area. So yeah, they're trying to grab as much land as possible, it looks like, but it's the land that they feel like they are rightly entitled to. So they say the Bible says. So, and of course that is arguable at best. But I do think that that's part of the reason that they are going after Iran as well. Anyway, yeah, thanks for the question. That was good.